Hey everyone, my name is David Dunbar, the theme park evangelist. My last vlog for the day. So this vlog is going to be on what is traditions, what does it entail? I had my tongue tied there for a second. That's what I meant to say. So basically, what happened after the whole onboarding situation? I think it's Kaffer right there. Sorry, holding those cats again. Yep, still there. So yeah, after the whole onboarding process, you go to traditions at Disney University behind Magic Kingdom. Now, I'm not going to tell you what exactly is behind Magic Kingdom, but I'll tell you these three really cool facts about behind Magic Kingdom without giving away too much information. Number one is Disney University. Disney University is a really cool building where new Disney cast members and current Disney cast members can go to learn more about Walt Disney World itself, or just the Walt Disney Company, or just to learn more about different job roles and just to progress with their career. It's kind of cool like that. The second coolest thing there, I'm not saying these in order, I'm just letting you know what's back there. The second coolest thing that everybody should know about this one is the entrance to the utilidors. The utilidors are not open to the public. They are guarded 24/7 by Disney security. There is no way in there. One time somebody did accidentally break in. Disney locked down the whole entire system in less than like a minute. And nobody, not even Disney bus drivers, were able to get back there to pick up more Disney cast members for a few hours. It was ridiculous. So that was a horrible night. And the worst part was I was working that night at Magic Kingdom. I was like, you've got to be kidding me right now. But that's another story for another time. But yes, you can actually physically access the utilidors from behind Magic Kingdom, but you have to be a working Magic Kingdom Disney cast member. And you have to be working like that day or that night, whatnot, in order to get back there. That's the only way back there. There was one time that I did manage to take the bus to the utilidors, and I'm trying to remember if I was in uniform or not, or in costume, I should say. I think this particular day I was not. You're technically not supposed to be. And I did manage to. I had my Disney ID, and security gave me the hardest time. Now, technically, they're not supposed to as long as you have your Disney ID. And it was only a one-time thing. I had to go to my locker because TJ had something of mine, or sorry, TJ had something in my locker, and it's because I was borrowing it from him. I had to get it back from him, and I just happened to be out there, and we were going to do something together later that day, and I wanted to make sure I had it for him later that day, and security gave me the hardest time. I didn't think it was their business to know why I had to go in my locker. I just knew I had to go get it for him. But I made it a one and only time thing. I kept my promise. I went in there just to go to my locker, because you can technically access the Magic Kingdom through the utilidors. I went straight to my locker and came right back, because they have a lot of lockers in the utilidors. It's, your way of cleaning up after work. It's kind of nice. And also, they have, because they have lockers, showers, changing areas, all that good stuff. But yeah, the third coolest thing about behind Magic Kingdom is the Walt Disney World Textile Services, which is basically the laundry services of Walt Disney World, and that's where it's all at. But I don't want to, spoil anything, so or ruin anything for that matter, so I'm not going to say exactly what it is. I'm just going to say it's a laundry service for Disney, and it's enormous. And it's all behind Magic Kingdom. So I got dropped off by TJ that morning. I think he was off or something, and that's also why I was actually late from on my first day working for Disney. And the ironic part is, I walk into Disney University, and back then, I had used my Disney ID to swipe in and out. This was the very first time I ever had a clock in working for Disney. So I walk into Disney University, and it's a really pretty place. So you walk in, and you have umbrella bags at the very front door, and you have trophies, Disney trophies everywhere. You have an elevator, you have a cafeteria. I might post some pictures in the video later at the end, but only at the end. They actually have a Starbucks in the Disney University. I was like very impressed. They do have stairs, but I was always lazy and I always use the elevator. Actually, it wasn't my Disney University Traditions Day that I was late. I apologize. It was my first official class after Traditions that I was late. But that's another funny story that I'll tell you guys. But TJ did drop me off for that one. And that's because TJ is being TJ, and I'll explain that in another video. And, I come in the cafeteria and I just kind of chill out and wait. And they come and get us. And they sign us in upstairs. And for this one, they actually do clock you in because you don't actually have your ID yet. That's a surprise. So I'm sorry if I confused you there, because you do get your Disney Blue ID, but I'll let you know later when you get it. But for the time that I was officially late when I first clocked in, that's because of TJ dropping me off late and a Disney professor under the impression that I wasn't late when I actually was. So yeah, it was an unusual day. And unfortunately, I didn't know how to handle being late at the time, so there was nothing I could do about it, so therefore I had a half point on my record card for the entire Disney career I was there. That was funny. I still haven't told my close friend Alan Green about it yet. I think he would find that one funny. So yeah, they take you upstairs and they basically put you in this giant classroom. It's a really cool one because it's got some really pretty Disney artwork on the walls. And you got some professors that come in. They play this dumb safety video for every single class because it's a mandatory law in Florida, I guess, especially for Disney. And they go into the introduction of the 4 key basics: safety, courtesy, show, efficiency. Just like that, in that order, too. And it's kind of the four, it's the foundation, I should say, of the company. But they only brush up on it when you go to Traditions. So I'm sitting there at this table, and there's this box, by the way, on the table in front of every single cast member. And they tell you not to open it. It's like, okay, it's just this gift wrapped box in front of every single person. We can't open it. That's very interesting. But okay, whatever. So as the day progresses on, they do give you a break. They do give you a lunch break. You're allowed to go into the cafeteria and go get food because they do have some good food in there. You really don't have time to go anywhere. Not to mention, because of where Disney University is, you really don't have time to drive very far to get food. So yeah, you're just kind of like stuck there, more or less. So yeah, as the day did progress on, we did get to do something really cool. Um, the highlight of traditions is to go into the Utilidors, walk around, and then go into the Magic Kingdom, because you can actually get into the Magic Kingdom through the Utilidors, as I said earlier. I'm not going to say how, I'm just going to say you can. So we're walking through the Utilidors. Or, sorry, we take a bus to the Utilidors. I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself. We take a bus to the Utilidors from Disney University, because there is a bus area very close to Disney University, and they have very high security 24/7 there all the time. We take the bus over, and we are in the Utilidors, good 10-15 minutes, and next thing you know, we pop, or one group of us, because we split the group in half in the room, and we're all wearing these headsets so we can hear each other, because the Utilidors and the Magic Kingdom is super loud. One half of us went to Fantasyland. The other half of us went to Storybook Circus, which was originally Mickey's Toontown Fair. And it was kind of cool, you're walking into the Utilidors, and next thing you know, you're in Magic Kingdom. It's like, wow, how did that happen? And it wasn't, your normal Disney trip looking for the 4 key basics shown in the Magic Kingdom. But I was like, okay, it was still kind of cool being in the Magic Kingdom. Don't get me wrong. So we're just kind of walking to the Magic Kingdom. And I'm deliberately, by the way, leaving out information because I don't want to ruin the magic of Disney. So we're just kind of walking around. We were out there a good 2 hours. And by the way, it was very hot that day. So I was like, ugh. Now, right now that would feel pretty good considering where I'm living, northern Kentucky. Or normally it's like 30 degrees outside. And I'm just like, I'm cold. Back then, I was constantly dealing with the heat. I mean, I wouldn't mind dealing with the heat for a little while, but 6 months of the year, forget it. Never again. I'd have to live up here for several years before I might actually change my mind on that one. So yeah. But after a good hour or two, we eventually did go back to Disney University, and of course we had to go back through the tunnels or the Utilidors. Then we had to get back on the bus and go back to Disney University, and then we talked about what happened. And we had a special guest show up after that. Mickey Mouse personally came by and brought us some presents. And I'm not going to say what it is, but at the end of the day, we were able to get ourselves into Walt Disney World for free. And here's where it gets really interesting, by the way, guys. So, after that day, I had the Disney Blue ID. And I was like, oh, my dad said something about I'm going to have my Disney Blue ID for quite some time, maybe 30 days or so. And I'm probably not going to have my main gate for like a whole month. And a whole week later, I got a letter in the mail from Walt Disney World. I was like, I wonder what this is. So I opened it. And it was my main gate and my guest passes. And I'm like, really? And I showed my dad later that day, and he's like, I'm surprised. I didn't expect it to come that quickly. Neither did I, because once you get your main gate, you're not able to use your Blue ID to get yourself in the park anymore, or the parks. Basically, your main gate, as of 2017 actually, was able to get you into all 4 Disney parks and the 2 water parks. Due to Volcano Bay, Disney changed out their rules and allowed yourself to get into the water parks for free from that point on. Even to this day, you still can, because Volcano Bay really hurt Disney water parks a lot. Because before that, you could not get into the water parks for free. with your main gate. Now, you can't use your guest passes to get into the water parks. Like, you have to in order to get your guests into the water parks, you have to use your hard tickets. But you can get yourself into the water parks for free as a Disney cast member, just so you know. So I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. So at least from the day you get your Disney Blue ID until the day you leave the company, you can get yourself into all 4 Disney parks in Central Florida, and you can get yourself into the or pretty much any Disney park in the world for free. Your Blue ID only works in Walt Disney World and Disneyland, if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on that one. But yeah, do your research on that one. Your Traditions Day is probably going to be one of the best days of your Disney career, and on all honesty. And I actually know some of the people who lead Traditions personally now, because some of those people I worked with in Tomorrowland for about a year or so, and I know it would make my day to see them working, and they're some of the coolest and nicest people I've ever worked with. And honestly, it's the Disney cast members that make Walt Disney World even more magical. And I really hope that my talk about traditions inspires you to want to go work for Walt Disney World. I mean, just because I'm not working there anymore doesn't mean that none of you guys can. So, the next episode of my life as a working Disney cast member would be continuing my classes at Disney University. So you might ask, why would I have to go back? Well, you have to watch my next video to find that one out, because there's a reason that why I had to go back to Disney University. Like, why is this required from everyone? Actually, yes, it is. I will answer that one now. And that one is actually a very funny and interesting one, too. I promise. But my surprise vlog that I'm going to tell you guys is I may not be doing vlogging like this tomorrow, but I'm going to be doing a combination of pictures and video footage tomorrow night at Christmas Town at the Creation Museum. I'll probably dub some Christmas, well, not Christmas music per se, but just regular music over my YouTube video. And then I'll just edit it all together. And I really hope that you guys enjoy it as much as I'm going to enjoy filming it for you guys. Until then, I will see you guys in the next vlog. Always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great day. Peace out.